Girls. I am one half of the Nutty Nitty Sisters. With my sister Judith here on YouTube, we like to share our love of fiber with our projects, our knitting adventures, anything that we get up to related to fiber crafting. So welcome. If this is the first video that you've clicked on to watch from us, just know that it's not a normal episode. I am doing the Yarn Stash Restash 2023, and this is a daily prompt process to take you through evaluating your yarn stash and supplies, and ensuring that everything is in good order, that it's working for you, to help you make your stash what you want it to be, to ensure that it's everything you want it to be as far as your supplies, the size, all of that thing. It's not a program where you have to pare down your stash. It's not the intention of the program. If you want to pare down your stash, you're more than welcome to do that. Everyone's stash is unique, so the prompts are there to give you some guidance, some bite-sized daily tasks to go through to help you evaluate each of your different things. There's evaluating your project bags, evaluating your needles and your notions and your yarn and all those things. And it's just guidance to take you through that. So you can modify, make things the way you need them to be, which day 4 is a good example. In Anne's prompts, she advises taking all of your notions, separating them out into the different categories, which I will be doing, like scissors, stitch markers, that kind of thing. And then making up individual notions bags for each of your project bags. And I have tried that before, and it really doesn't work well for me to have a separate notions bag in every single project bag. So I have one project notions bag that pretty much moves from project to project for me. So that's the way I'm going to be approaching my notions, but I will be using the approach of categorizing everything out and evaluating the items in each of those categories. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'm going to put it into fast mode, let you see me going through the categorizing, see what I might be getting rid of. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I will be back and we'll catch up. Okay, so a quick check-in. I have taken everything out and put it into categories. Some things like, this is all pins. This is my little bag that I put all my pins on, and this is all pins in here. So that I know is already done. That's the way that is going to stay. Everything else I have kind of organized somewhat into categories. Stitch markers, progress keeper, that was easy. Hand and lip kind of accessories, items there. There's a whole bunch here that is, it's just a mix-mash category. I don't know really what to call them. There's yarn labels, you know, pom-pom maker, darning loom. They're like accessory tools. They're not necessarily particularly notions. So, and like beads, I've got a category of beads here. I've got a couple of pencils, tape measures. So I think what I'm going to do is each of these categories, I'm just going to look at the items in there. And I had it pretty well organized anyway. I've got this case here. I just got some of these little plastic organizer containers, and I had been putting things in there in somewhat of an organized manner. So that has been working. I think I'm going to stick with that. I think I'm just going to evaluate the items that I have, see if there are duplicates of things, and if I want to get rid of some of those duplicates of things, and just get everything back. Ideally, I would love for it all to fit, all the extras to fit in here. This is my dedicated notions pouch that I use all the time and take from project to project. So I do have a stack of notions bags here that I've got to make some decisions about. If I'm going to use one notions bag, do I want all these or do I want to let them go? So I'm going to take some time to do some evaluation of those things, and then I will come back and check in again. Okay, so I'm actually back and my table is smaller. I went through everything. I was able to get everything in this one box like I wanted, and I have my one notions bag that I like to take from project to project. I have a small notions bag here that I'm getting rid of that has several things in it. There are some rulers, tapestry needles, extra stitch markers, stitch counter, needle stoppers. So a pretty good little bag there of things that I was able to clean out, and I'm more than happy to let go. I also have this. This is giving me a hard time. If you have never seen this, here we go. It's the Catrinkles. This is the large darning loom. It is a cool tool. If you go to the Catrinkles website, check it out. It's great for darning, especially with your larger yarns like your worsted weights and things. It's just not for me. And these are not inexpensive. So I'm kind of in a dilemma. I have a hard time when I've spent a fairly large amount of money on something, just giving it away. However, if I know somebody can really use it, I am more than happy to give it to someone that I know it's going to get used. The hard part I have about giving things to Goodwill and like that is I really don't know if it's going to someone and going to get used or if it's just going to get thrown away. So something like that I'm struggling with. So let me put it out there. If anyone would like to have this, I'm more than happy to gift it to you. Don't just comment here that you would like to have it, but don't put any personal information. Please don't put any personal information in your comment. Just let me know maybe like your Instagram, how I can find you on Instagram, and I can private message you on Instagram. But yeah, if you want it, just comment, I'd love it, or something like that. And the first comment I see for that, I will reach out to you privately. I will not reach out to you in the comments. I'm more than happy to pass that along. The other things, I did find a few labels that I can put on items. I have a Spark cardigan that was made with Briggs & Little yarn. That is a label I have, for Briggs & Little yarn, so I'm going to get that on my Spark cardigan. And then I do have a few tags here that were for Rhinebeck sweaters, past years. I think it's about time to get those put on those sweaters as well. So that was good. And it wasn't really as painful as I thought it would be. There were some things that I thought, I might use that, but if I haven't, why do I think I might now? So I'm letting it go because I still have plenty of supplies for what I need to do. So that is my day 4 complete. If you joined me during this video, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up? That would be great. If you have not subscribed yet, we would love to have you subscribe and click the little notification bell. That way you'll know when we do put up a new video. Remember that Judith is doing this as well, so be sure to check out her videos. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in once again and for being here in our community. We just love having you here. And I hope that you will join me for day 5. We are approaching halfway point. So on that note, I will leave you with a good night.